Their goals are not dreams, they are commitments. Because the difference between wanting and achieving lies in the intensity of the commitment. The elevator opens and everyone knows it's time to shut up. They don't collect objects. They collect moments when they said yes when everyone else said no. Competition does not worry them, they study it. Because they understand that rivals are masters in disguise. The present does not limit them, it propels them. Time is not a limitation, it's a resource. And like any resource, its value lies in the wisdom with which it is invested. Because every idea is designed to become reality. Gold does not shine as much as the silence he generates when he enters. Abundance is not a coincidence. It's a consequence of decisions they made when others chose comfort. Intuition is not luck. It's the sum of 1,000 patterns they processed while others only saw numbers. In their homes, silence has its own weight, as if the walls hold the echo of decisions that change the world. They don't study markets, they create them, because they understand that true wealth comes from needs that others haven't seen. Failure is not shame, it's investment, because every paid mistake becomes applied wisdom. The value of his time is not measured in money, it's measured in access. There are no Sundays for him, only days with different rhythms. The present is not limitation, it's opportunity. Because they transform each moment into raw material for extraordinary futures. The conversations he has are not casual. They are strategies in disguise. Discipline is not limitation, it's liberation. Resistance is not the enemy, it's a trainer, because each obstacle strengthens exactly the necessary capabilities. The car he drives does not make noise, but it clears the way. The sources of his data do not appear in search engines. The echo of his voice bounces only in rooms where there is respect. His meetings do not have a public agenda, but their effects are felt in stock markets. Money is not security, it's freedom, the ability to choose without external limitations that restrict vision. Their decisions are not choices, they are destinies, because they understand that each option is a vote for the world they are building. Breakfast is not routine, it's planning the next steps on the board. Their decisions are not reactions, they are creations, because each choice is a conscious act of building the future. While others celebrate achievements, he is already building the next one. Fear does not paralyze them, it informs them, because every calculated risk is a door to unexplored territories. Risk is not a threat. Resistance is not opposition, it's feedback, valuable information on what to adjust to achieve the desired result. The gift he gives does not cost much, but it has more meaning than jewels. His conversations have no preambles. Every word was thought of before the interlocutor finishes speaking, because the correct systems eliminate the need for exhausting decisions. Leadership is not position, it's influence, the ability to make others see possibilities where they once saw limits. His presence in the room changes the air, making it tense and respectful. Most people count the days until Friday, but she has lost count of the months because her schedule is written by opportunities, not dates. Power is not strength, it's magnetism, the ability to attract resources, talents, and opportunities without apparent effort, because their subconscious analyzes variables that the conscious mind cannot handle. Change is not interruption, it's evolution, because they see in each transformation the opportunity to lead the future. Their libraries do not hold books. They hold the mindsets of geniuses who learn to translate into action. The present is not a prison, it's a lever, because they use the current reality as a fulcrum to move the world. Knowledge is not information, it's applied power, because they know that wisdom without action is wasted potential. Elegance is not in what they wear, it's in how they make the impossible seem like the only logical option. The wind on his terrace sounds different. Patience is not passivity, it's preparation, because they know that the perfect opportunity requires perfect preparation. Their alliances are not transactions, they are transformations, because each partnership creates value that neither could generate alone. Their decisions are not reactive, they are predictive, because they operate 3 moves ahead of where others have just arrived. A call from him can shake the agenda of 3 continents. Control is not domination, it's influence, the ability to create conditions where others make the right decisions. Their words are not expressions, they are creations, because each phrase materializes abstract ideas into tangible reality. Patience is not a virtue, it's a strategy, because they know that perfect timing is worth more than speed, necessary to breathe in the world they are building. A message from his secretary can close operations without further words, because they know that the perfect opportunity finds those who are completely ready. Perfect execution is not a coincidence, it's an obsession, because they understand that small details create huge differences. The mirrors he has do not reflect appearance, they reflect intentions. Success is not a destination, it's a process, and every achievement is simply evidence of systems that others cannot see. Rain does not delay him, he waits for it as part of the show. He does not give interviews, he gives results. The trips he takes are not tourism, they are silent advances. His suits are tailor-made like his decisions. The piano plays softly as the plan for the next quarter is projected. His personal assistant has more power than several directors. Money is not a goal, it's a tool, and like any tool, its value lies in the mastery with which it is used. Quality is not an option, it's DNA, because they understand that constant excellence is their natural differentiator. The words he chooses are not decorative, they are fine bullets. Elegance is not in his clothes, it's in the precision of his movements. Each of his employees knows they work for a vision, not a company. Each breakfast has a goal, each lunch a partner. Loneliness is not a price they pay. It is the space they need to hear the sound of empires growing. The plane does not take off until everything is as he expects, because they understand that the way of thinking determines the way of living. Important decisions don't sound loud, they just change the course of things. Discipline is not sacrifice, it's investment, because each small present renunciation becomes future freedom. The art on his walls doesn't decorate, it communicates silent power. The conferences he attends are private and without microphones. The clock in his room has no hands, because in his world, time is mental. Power is not possession, it's responsibility, because they understand that every acquired ability implies the obligation to use it. Their objectives are not dreams, they are destinies, because they operate with the certainty of those who have already experienced the result, because they understand that perfect timing multiplies any effort. Every object in his space has a purpose, nothing is by chance. Resistance is not an obstacle, it's information, because every no received reveals exactly what they need to change. Because every feeling is data about the state of the world. Gratitude is not a feeling, it's recognition that every success was possible thanks to systems that others do not see. In his calendar there are names, not ours. The messages he sends do not have emojis, they have power. Their questions do not seek answers. They seek perspectives, because they know that the quality of the questions determines the quality of the future. Small decisions do not reach his desk. He is not interested in seeming successful. He is interested in being treated as someone who decides. Silence is not emptiness, it's potential, the space where ideas that will change the world are born. Each meal has a protocol, but it does not lose flavor. The marble where he steps has a history of embedded power. Their networks are not contacts, they are extensions of their ability to impact multiplied by brilliant minds. There are no frames with phrases, only expansion maps. The view from his desk reaches further than any tower. Innovation is not invention, it's connection, because they see relationships between ideas that others keep separate. The breeze entering his balcony was calculated when building it. Ambition is not desire, it's responsibility, because they understand that their ability to create implies the obligation to do so. His decisions seem casual, but they are the effects of an exact formula. The chair where he sits was made to support those who move the board. The languages he speaks are not measured in words but in figures. Time is not money, it's opportunity, and every second invested correctly generates exponential returns. The most important contract was signed without ink, only with a glance. Their routines are not habits, they are rituals of power that align mind, body, and purpose towards specific goals. Quality is not an option, it's identity, because they understand that constant excellence is the only way to maintain relevance. The data he consults is not on Google, it's in his network. The questions he asks do not have an immediate answer. The sound of the sea hitting the dock accompanies his first business call. The phones he uses are not in stores. His windows do not show views, they show domains. The walls of his meeting room are shielded with agreements. The lights in his residence do not illuminate, they highlight authority. Chaos does not disorient them, it energizes them, because they see opportunities where others only perceive problems.